When Gunna first came out, it was features, mixtapes, and studio sessions. He was hitting the studio like it was a gym, right? Now, fast forward after the Rico YSL case, when he first got out, right? He was doing the same thing. He picked up pretty much where he left off at. My line of what? Then when that boy Young Thug get out, he slowed up. See, before Young Thug got out, you had Gunna out here dropping songs, doing features and all of that, like the rent was due tomorrow. And then when Young Thug jump out, he took PTO. He slowed up. And you had Young Thug, he was the last one in YSL to drop a song in September of 2025. Them boys been out for about 4 months. Nobody in YSL is working. You got Gunna was holding YSL on his back when Thug was locked up. You had Gunna out here doing features, shows. He was in the streets running the whole show like YSL was basically his damn label. Then you got the boss, which is Young Thug, because he is the boss, man. Y'all don't think Young Thug the boss? Okay. So why everybody in Atlanta is trying to listen to Young Thug, do what Young Thug tell them to do, Drop when they tell them to drop. Seem like. Fuck with who they tell them to fuck with. Seem like, Turn their back on one particular person in Atlanta. Seem like. Cause you had Gunna was doing features and shit still with Offset. He was still out here doing his thing. So why did Young Thug come out here and try to cop block him if Young Thug ain't gonna drop hot music himself? Cause he ain't dropping no hot music. Thug is not dropping no hot music, bro. Y'all can think so or not. Ninja was the last song that was recorded from a YSL member, artist, whatever you want to call it. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Now, I ain't trying to say that it's beef. I'm just trying to say everything is on pause like a stop sign. Temporary, or it can be on permanent pause. They probably trying to find some different lanes to follow, some different things to do, But I'm trying to understand, man, why did Gunna stop making music seem like, I ain't trying to say that he fell off or nothing like that. I'm just saying that what happened to Gunna? Like what happened to Virgil? I was sitting here thinking, I say, man, what happened to Gunna? We ain't heard no music from Gunna, So I say, let me go and make something. Let me go and talk about that boy Gunna. Cause that one album or mixtape or whatever you want to call it that he dropped around the time that Thug got out, it was pretty good. I don't know if he over there loading up something. I don't know if he talking to Young Thug behind the scenes, because really, it's a lot of people in YSL had did wrong. I don't really personally think that Gunna really did too much wrong, bro. Do y'all agree? Let me know in the comment section, man. I'm about to go and snatch these things out my mouth pretty soon, I'm speaking too fast. In about a year or so, I'm going to snatch these out my mouth and I'm getting straight diamonds in. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, what happened to Gunna, man? Everybody stopped fucking with Gunna. Gunna was out hot when, Thug was, locked up. You don't hear nothing from no little baby. You really pretty much don't hear nothing from none of these Atlanta rappers since Young Thug got out. That's why I say that Young Thug is the boss and Young Thug ran Atlanta. For some reason, Young Thug allegedly got a whole lot of dirt on a lot of people in Atlanta, man. What they got going on behind the scenes, if anybody sub to my channel from Atlanta, man, y'all tap in and let me know what's going on with them boys in Atlanta.